Okay, I've been messing around with jetting my carburetor. I've been changing them out and experimenting here with them, and I just wanted to show some people how you can jet these HP carbs, or what some people call the Delardo clone. It's basically a knockoff of one of those, but it's pretty easy to change the jets on these, and you can. I've been doing it without even disconnecting my throttle and everything. I'm just going to show you how I do it. But one thing I wanted to mention about these carburetors is that they take the same size jet as your NT carburetor. It's a 5mm jet, and you can actually find them on various places on eBay, and Gas Bike is where I got my kit. It came with all the way from I think 59 to 69, or 59 to 79 hundredths of a millimeter. So it's like the whole spectrum of jets, and they're marketed for the NT carburetor, but they mount right in here. And let me see here. Yeah, I'm just going to show you how I do it without having to disconnect everything. Well, I gotta grab a Phillips. It's a little messier this way. I mean, well, not much messier really. I mean, you just gotta. Let me see. Am I in the shot here? Okay. The only fuel that you're going to lose is what's already in the bowl of your carburetor. So if you just try to keep it upright without dropping any screws or anything, you're going to get gas on you. That's kind of inevitable. But this is a lot easier than disconnecting your throttle cable and redoing everything just to change the damn jet. So this is how I do it. Oh, I didn't get it all the way unscrewed, and there's the fuel coming out. And one important thing, make sure your fuel is off on your petcock from your gas tank, just in case. But like I said, this should be the only fuel that you lose, because if you look above here, it's not draining. But okay, now if you look, I don't know if you can see, but right there's the jet, right underneath there. Really simple to get to, and all you got to do. Oh, looks like I got some gunk in my carburetor there. Got to be careful with that too. Make sure you don't get a bunch of shit in there. But just unscrew it. Am I still in there? Yeah, unscrew it. Take that out. Now I'm gonna have to let this hang for a minute while I get my other jet out. The jet that I'm removing right now is a 65 hundredths, and I'm still having some problems. 3/4 to full throttle seems to kind of cut out a little bit, and it runs a lot better than the stock jet that was in it. I'm not sure what size. I've heard that some of them come with 6 to 6.5 or 6.6, and then all the way up to 7. But when I put the 6.5 in there, it seemed to run a heck of a lot better than the stock jet. But yeah, that's all you got to do to put the new one in. And like I said, these are just same old NT carburetor jets, 5mm jets, and they screw right into these, what they call the HP carb. And that's all there is to it. And then all you gotta do, one thing to note is try to make sure that sometimes this pin will slide out from your float there, and you just gotta watch that and make sure it doesn't slide out on you. It's simple to put back in though. Get that lined up. It's your Phillips. And this is all you gotta do to change the jet without having to completely remove everything. I mean, like I said, you get some gas on you, but you're gonna get gas on you regardless when you're working with a carburetor that's been mounted. I'll get this lined up right here and there we go. Okay. Alright. But yeah, so I'm trying to lean it out a little bit more. Like I said, the 0.65 millimeter was running pretty decent, but it wasn't quite there. It was a lot better than the stock jet, but still wasn't 100%, I don't think. So that's what I'm trying to achieve now. But and it's gonna, you know, depending on what motor you have, whether you're running one of these carbs or running a, the stock carburetor, the NT, and where you're located elevation wise and all that, it's all going to play a part in the best jet for your carb. And you'll have to experiment with that yourself to figure out what's best for you and where you're at and what you're running. Another way you can check is, what I mainly do is just see how it runs. I'm more concerned with it running good, than constantly checking my spark plug to see if it's, white or it's way too lean or whatever. That's a good way to do it. Do plug chops and check your spark plug to see what color it is. It should be running at a nice tan color. Shouldn't be real wet, and it shouldn't be like gray or even white in color. Then you're running way too lean. But I still think the best way to tell is just put the jet in, get it started, and then go ride it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. But that's all there is to it, man. That's all you gotta do to change the jet on these HP carbs, these Runtong Delardo clone type carburetors. And like I said once before, these specific carburetors will utilize the NT carburetor jets. So the 5 millimeter jets, like I showed you, it's really simple. They just screw right in, and that's all there is to it, man. Later.